Hello, and welcome to the first episode of the music video Remembrance Committee, where myself, Zeta and Gizmo, and my friend Zeta,
hello,
we will be taking it upon ourselves to remember the maybe forgotten music videos of the day, stuff that maybe never got a fair showing or was big at the time of a certain genre and then just got forgotten over the ages, and we're hoping to bring them back out and appreciate them as they are.
the forgotten gems, as you would call them.
Yes, exactly, the forgotten gems of the day. Now, this week, we're going to be going through some old new metal songs, because myself and Zeta, that's sort of the thing that led to the genesis of this project, was us talking about old new metal songs from back in the day, and finding some videos that we'd maybe forgotten about, or maybe weren't as big as the old Linkin Park or Limp Bizkit ones were back then. So just a quick note on the format. When you're assuming you're watching this on YouTube, because we are hoping to have an audio version up somewhere. But if you're on YouTube, it should be coming up as a playlist on the side. So following the format of another much better YouTuber called Satchel Drakes, who you should follow, and I will leave a link in the description if you've somehow come to us before finding his channel. But we'll be following the format he does on his Mixtape Monday series, where there'll be a video, well in this case it's going to be audio, but we're going to have a segment discussing the music videos in between the videos being shown within the playlist themselves, which has two benefits: that we can link directly to the artist in question in most cases, and also absolves us from any copyright issues, because we technically are not using any copyrighted material.
Look, they're going to take us down no matter what. That's what YouTube does.
Mr. YouTube, please have mercy. We've done nothing wrong.
We have like one subscriber.
And that's me.
I don't even know yet. We haven't even made the YouTube channel yet.
So yeah, you should be. If you don't see a playlist, I'll make sure to include the link to the playlist if you've somehow just come to the one video. But the general format is we're going to be discussing the music videos in question, the things that we think are interesting about them, and maybe the things that are kind of ridiculous, because we'll be certainly going to more ridiculous ones. And it should be noted, we're not doing this purely to make fun. There will be some fun to be had, but as corny as it sounds, this is generally coming from a place of love and respect. And
we really don't want to turn into another channel where it's cynically tearing apart videos just because they're bad. Like, these videos are probably all going to be pretty bad. In fact, I know a few of them are going to be bad, but...
Oh, definitely.
Like,
sure.
at the same time, like, both me and Gizmo grew up in this era, and it's something that we still kind of remember fondly. There's still the rose-tinted goggles.
Oh, God, yeah. The rose-tinted steampunk goggles.
Rose-tinted steampunk goggles, playing Chucky riffs and rapping.
Yes, because it should be noted, just to peel back the curtain behind the scenes a little bit, the reason we're starting off with new metal is we did actually try to do something similar to this before we came across our current format. It was actually quite a while ago that me and Zeta were in voice chat watching music videos, because the plan was, if I recall originally, we were just going to do a straight Mystery Science Theater 3000 style riff of look at these dumb videos, and when push came to shove, we just couldn't do it. We just couldn't pull the trigger on our darling new metal videos.
And the thing is, like, we were doing this before. Like, we would just watch music videos with a group of friends and just talk about the music videos, or talk about the music, expose each other to different music styles and everything.
Exactly, because that's one thing I hope to do, because we're not just going to stick on new metal. That's going to be, this episode is going to be lesser known new metal acts, but that's going to be one of the things we're going to try and do, like try and get different genres. I'm hoping to get different topics crossing over different genres, because it's definitely, like, that's the one thing that I think is carried over from my youth, is that I watched way too much music television, like a ridiculous amount of music television. So I hope that the little bit of knowledge gleaned from that will pass over, and we can show you some interesting stuff. Speaking of, the first video we're going to show tonight is by Stained, a little song called Mud Shovel, which I believe was I think it was either the first or one of their first music videos.
Yeah, definitely like one of the early ones, I think. I'm still kind of like trying to remember which one it is. Like, for me, Stained was one of those bands that was just, when I first heard about it, it was always like, when I was a kid, it was the band that was like, everybody was listening to them. And then now, like, I forgot about them after 2004. But now it's like everybody is like just straight dogging them.
Yes.
I'm wondering what's going on there, and I think I've seen this music video, but I haven't like listened to Stained like in earnest for a long time.
I mean, I only really knew like the one big hit. But certainly in the UK, like the one big hit was "It's Been a While."
Oh yeah, that was big here too.
Yeah, I think that was the big one that everyone knew. But yeah, it turns out, because I did a bit of reading up on Stained beforehand, it turns out they started out in the late 90s. They were like an honest to God Boston hardcore band, at the least from what the Wikipedia description states. And this song, Mud Shovel, seems to have come at a sort of turning point where they went from more hardcore things into a more, I don't say generic, that sounds a bit harsh, but a more standard nu metal sound.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of bands, especially like with Stained and everything, that kind of picked up on the grunge bandwagon, like that Runoffs right there. And I don't remember too much about their music. I remember them having that sort of sound for a little while, at least.
The grunge comparison's a good one. Yeah, they were definitely, because again, I didn't like, I knew of Nirvana, but I wasn't really that much into grunge. Like, my introduction to nu metal was actually Limp Bizkit, fucking the not Metal Gear Solid, Mission Impossible. That's two different things. And the Mission Impossible 2 song they did.
Wait, they did a song for Mission Impossible?
Yeah, they did the song for the second film. The fucking, I'm not going to embarrass myself for trying to sing it.
Wait, is that was it Behind Blue Eyes? Or...
Oh no, that was another film. That was Gothica. That was the Halle Berry. That's one we're going to have to come back to, because that video is a treat, because it's got Halle Berry lip syncing to Fred Durst trying to do The Who.
You mean like that one, like that? Because
Behind Blue Eyes is a Who song.
A whole genre in and of itself of bands having actors or actresses lip sync their songs, like, because there's a Korn video like that too, and I think there's a couple other, especially like that OO's era of music videos.
I don't want to give away, because this hopefully will be a future episode on stuff exactly like that, because I find that sort of shit, because both what you've mentioned, where they try and get people to sing along, the actors to sing along, or when the actors are just kind of present. Like, there's the rare music video for a song from a movie where like they've all got involved. That was a lot more common in the 80s, I found, because in the 80s you'd have like the Ghostbusters music video, where like fucking the cast are in there and they're having a good old laugh with the singer, and Sigourney Weaver's having a laugh. But in the 90s, they'd like show up for like 30 seconds and make it very obvious they just didn't want to be there.
I don't want to be here. And then you had like stuff like in the OOs where it was like, I think they were almost contractually obligated to show up in this music video. It's like, Halle Berry, you're going to be in this Limp Bizkit video. I don't care if you don't like it. Just lip sync and get the fuck out of there. It's in your contract. Here. What
do you mean I have to lip sync? Do I have to kiss Fred? Shit, does she have to kiss Fred Durst? Okay, that's a conversation. We're going to have to save that for another episode. For this one, yes, let's not spoil future episodes, but let's carry on with Stained and Mud Shovel. Like I said, this should be automatically in the playlist, but if it's just the one video, I'll include a link to the playlist in the description. But yes, let's enjoy the video.